People say I'm a waste of time.
Worthless.
A loser.
A loser. You know what that feels like?
This is not the life I chose. But it's where I am.
Where do I start?
When will it end?
When I wake up in the
That's when
morning.
my nightmare begins.
Day after day.
You know what that feels like?
There's a generational disease in the inner city.
Is it worth it?
There's people in my family that never even made it to 18.
A lot of my kids come from single-parent homes.
Domestic violence in the home.
A lot of kids go home and there's nobody there.
Home.
I really don't know what that
Not really
means.
sure what that means.
Everything in a kid's life is part-time.
Oh, my dad's been in jail, but most practically raised by my sister.
If they have parents, the parents are gone.
How can I see if someone doesn't show me?
I never knew my biological father, never seen a picture.
Many of our kids are living with neither parent.
You got a guy who's in jail, who's got a kid. That kid ends up in jail.
What's going to reverse that?
It's this cycle of impoverished thinking, and it's only two ways out of that street. You're either going to end up dead or in jail.
What's going to change the generations of failure?
It just takes
Somebody's got to be a leader to change that. The mission of Colorado UpLIft is to build relationships with inner city young people.
Long-term life-changing relationships with urban youth.
We have been working with the schools really since our inception.
The program is the heart and the passion.
The curriculum is not a fly-by-night curriculum. It's been developed over many years of time and lived out in the lives of the staff.
Our program starts with 4th and 5th graders, and our high school students go and teach the 4th and 5th graders.
And then we track those elementary school students up through the middle school back into the high school.
As the staff, we pour into the high school students.
And then we train and equip those high school students to go back into the elementary school from where they came.
And then something very incredible happens, a dynamic where the young people begin to affect the behavior of the high school students.
If I don't do what I'm teaching them, then I feel like the biggest hypocrite.
They've been challenged.
I look forward to spending time with these kids.
And we see time and time again the high school students' behavior and their habits and practices begin to change.
Hey, let's go smoke weed, let's go do drugs. Here comes the peer pressure. They're not shakeable. And then here's the soft person. See this? When pressure comes, they crack.
We have the opportunity to do amazing things with UpLIft.
The character qualities that Colorado UpLIft focuses on are life skills.
Leadership, courage, respect.
Honesty, integrity, responsibility.
Those are tools that they can use for a lifetime, and they put it to work at the elementary level.
They get involved with the program, and it's like another world opens up.
With UpLIft, I did things that I never did before.
I've taken kids rafting and hiking, top of Pikes Peak just to eat donuts. And the most important thing that we do at UpLIft is build relationships.
That one thing can make the difference.
It cares to get to the root of it all. It cares to get beneath it and to try to find the whys and deal with that stuff, the tough stuff, the hard stuff that the people don't want to deal with. I met Bob, Elizabeth, Elizabob. I could tell she was a young lady who was just like starving for attention.
We started hanging out because she knew my family wasn't perfect, and she noticed that I was that one lost kid.
She was very hard to open up.
I would love to have a family, and I would love to be able to sit there and eat dinner and have all 10 of us kids just sitting there, all of us in a family portrait. I'd love to be able to talk to my mom and talk to my stepdad and see my little siblings grow up in a family where they know what love is and know what a family's supposed to be like.
So I started spending more time with her. We'd go to Starbucks, and I went and took her shopping to buy her a journal. I
feel the only way I could be happy or escape this cloud of gloom is by either cutting, drinking, or altering reality in some way.
When Bob cuts, she'll send me a text or she'll call me, "You're going to be mad at me."
It became something I needed. It became something I thrived on. Otherwise, I couldn't get through the day.
I don't understand the cutting or anything, but I always just, I'm not mad at you. I worry about you.
When I have problems, I call her on the phone, and she listens to me cry, and she'll tell me it's going to be okay.
She's like a daughter to me. She's a good friend to me.
I've opened up more to her than my own mom. She's my mom away from my mom.
Bob will be in my life for the rest of my life.
The stark reality of what we're doing is that full-time staff, where the heart of UpLIft really resides, needs funding.
The limiting factor in why aren't we reaching more kids is largely financial resources.
You can wish for people to involve themselves in the lives of kids on a part-time basis as mentors, but in the long run with most kids, part-time doesn't get it done.
When Colorado UpLIft goes into a school program, we're determined never to leave it.
They'd be heartbroken if we had to pull UpLIft out of some schools where they've been for 20 years.
I have people ask me all the time why I do what I do. I tell them it's not for the money.
It's their passion, it's their calling. Oftentimes they've dedicated their lives to working with these young kids.
I really love these kids like they're my very own kids, like they're my very own flesh and blood.
Anyone can make money, but it takes someone special to make a difference. And if I can, then it's worth it.
I feel the work that I do is a calling on my life.
$1,000 per student to have a mentor, to have a coach, to have somebody help them keep them in school is a wonderful investment.
For UpLIFT's program, a better gift is a smaller one, but one that you will commit to keep on making, because we can build on it. We can hire the people necessary to go into the school, and we know we can stay there.
For every staff member, we're going to make an impact in 100 to 200 lives.
There's no price tag that can be put on it.
Every school I have been at since Brown Elementary, I've made sure that UpLIFT has been a part of it. The reason why I'm doing this is because of the impact that the organization had on my life.
That's why I do it, is because I choose to be part of bridging this generation to the future.
These people, these young people are not just people. They're a part of my life, they're a part of my family.
And it makes me feel like when I go home, that I made a difference.
They're forever in me.
And it confirms that I have a purpose.
Colorado UpLIFT has stood there through thick and thin, and they've caught me when I've fallen. They were my safety net in so many ways.
And that's the significance that comes in this personal relationship that we have. I believe in this organization because I see what they've done for children.
I don't consider Colorado UpLIFT an organization. I consider Colorado UpLIFT a relationship.
It's helped me dream so much bigger, so much brighter, so much broader. I want to be president. I want to be a writer. And they helped me realize that I could be those things.
They can accomplish anything they set their mind to.
Before, I never thought my dreams could come true, but with UpLIFT, they're telling us that it's possible.
Why is it important to me? Well, because every individual kid is infinitely valuable.
UpLIft doesn't just impact lives individually, they're making a difference generationally.
That's what Colorado UpLIft does. It supplies that one missing relationship in a kid's life.
I think it's a purpose worth living for and dying for.
This is the best thing that's ever happened in my life.
It's making insignificant kids significant.
Then you really feel like you're living for a reason.